What up? It's Grandpa coming at you with another video. Like and subscribe and share. Thanks in advance. So, all this talk about, nostalgia killing the NBA and this, that, and the other about, the media had me thinking about when I first started watching ESPN and the shows that used to come on. And one of my favorite shows was the Sports Reporters. The Sports Reporters had, when I first started watching, Gary Thorne was leading the panel. It went through Dick Schaap, John Saunders, and then John Feinstein. Like all them, like they were the mediator, so to speak, of that show. And like it was a lot of sports reporters that used to come on and give their opinions on various topics on the show. It used to come on Sundays too, just to add to that. It used to be like it was kind of like Face the Nation for sports to me. It was like, they were all sitting there and like, what do you mean? What do you see? What do you think? All that. But that's how a lot of these sports personalities that are out now. Well, in the case of Jason Whitlock, he's still out now, but a lot of these guys they kind of fade into the background because a lot of them were out opinionated and they held hard stances on the expectations of certain athletes. So I wrote it down because like the names, it was a lot of names, and it had me remembering like Mike Lupica, you had Jeremy Schaap, you had Mitch Albom, Michael Wilbon, Bob Ryan, William Roden, Ralph Wiley, Jason Whitlock, Christine Brennan, Tony Kornheiser, Mike Downey, Roy S. Johnson, Bill Conlon, and Brian Burwell. Now, out of all those names that I named, like I used to really like it when William Roden was on there and Ralph Wiley. Bill Conlon was a reporter from Philly, a sports reporter from Philly. He was kind of rotund, but he was like you could see Philly all on him. You could hear Philly whenever he would be talking, the things that he would say, his opinions, the way they were formed. Like it was Philly all the way. Bob Ryan was on there, Boston down. He was wealth of information. I could listen to Bob Ryan back in the day. I could listen to Bob Ryan talk about Boston sports all the time, or because he was very insightful. Michael Wilbon, right now, that's Charles Barkley boy. That's his boy. Him and Charles Barkley are mad cool. But Wilbon, he brought a lot of insight into his commentary, and was intelligent with what he was saying and all that. It was just a different time. Like athletes were talked about different back then. It wasn't as much idolatry, if that that's a term to use, because like now if you don't worship an athlete, then like it's kind of like you looked at as like a hater. But athletes, I appreciate what they do on the field, but as far as looking at anything like that, I don't look at them no more than what they are. The money that they make don't matter to me because I'm not in those circles, so it ain't taking anything out of my mouth, out of my pocket. So I mean, I don't have any kind of thoughts or biases toward athletes. I only just go off of what they put out there, and then I speak on that. But yeah, that was just quick video on that show and that type of show that used to be on ESPN. He came out in 1988, and then it ended in 2017. I didn't watch all that then. I mean, I stopped watching like mid 2000s. I think it got a little bit, Stephen A. Smith was on that show actually, and it's another reporter. I can't remember. It's a female reporter. She was from Boston too. I can't remember her name. I've been trying to remember it for the longest, but she was on there too. It was not. She had some good insight on things. So that's my thoughts on that. Tell me what you think. Peace out.